This is Coach JR, and as usual, every Monday are going to receive one of our free trades, and you have to give it to him. Boy, he is good. Might not be an economist, but that lawyer is good. Jerome Powell did it again. And here's where you have to understand how uh, machines can really understand what you're saying, what you're not saying. The key word here is could. It's not that it's happening. Tapering could begin this year. This is a might begin this year. So it's absolutely something that he is not sure that is going to take place or not. All right. So what do you think stocks did? Hey, stocks went up all the way up, and look at what the fat man is doing. Not all the fat man, but the most important. See how now Amazon is turning. If this will be a huge bullish move. This is what we call in the US red to green, and that will be awesome. We'll be looking to close at least this area up there. Google is doing fantastic. Can't complain about Microsoft. Apple on its way to $180 per share, whether you believe it or not. This is where it's going to head. But today I want to talk to you about something I've been repeating myself over and over again. And this is what probably we're going to do. Pairing with other opportunities on different stocks. This is what we're going to do on Mondays for the free trade idea here at the Profit Flow Group. And if you don't know what is a Profit Flow Group, you heard of it, you're curious, hey, go to the description of this video. There's a link, all right? That's a broadcast where I share a little bit of myself, a little bit of what I do, and everything around my core strategy, statistical disruptive flow. In other ways, well, basically SDF. So that's just if you're ready to know and how we're going to approach the market from this point. So I want you to look at this. I talk about price rotation as one of the strategies that are part of my process. You need to know how money is coming in, moving out, coming in, and eventually helping the asset to reach new highs. Okay, so we are in this range, comes all the way from December. It's not a secret. Our top was around this area back in March this year, and then we moved sideways. The more you move sideways, the more you do this. Let me bring the brush. The more time you spend like this, the bigger they're going to be the breakout for the upside or the downside. Now, of course, you have to sort of gather all the evidence for you to point into one direction. And we do know that as the word could was used on the narrative that the Federal Reserve had during the Jackson Hole Symposium, there's no evidence that they will tap it at all in 2021. So the party will just keep going. And you may just decide to make some money or just be cranky about it. But as your coach, I'm telling you, you got to do what you got to do. And if the market's going up, you're nobody. I am nobody either to complain. You look to make some money while you can, when you can, with everything you have. And that's what we have to do right now. So what I want you to pay attention is what we're going to do this week, okay? So first off, last week, where was let me see, we have it here. It's here. I'm just preparing this report. We closed at 226 for the Russell, and we're going to play the ETF IWM, all right? That went up 2.82%. That was the close, so that was 6.21%. That was Friday's close. Let's just double check that on Yahoo. Make sure we understand the figures. I want you to learn how to do this, otherwise it's going to be a little bit tricky with all the automatization out there. Look, 33 million shares, volume way above the average, and then Friday close was on Friday 2.82%. Now let's think we have a good week, and this is what we have. It's going to change, but we're looking to add $3 or $6. $3 will take you to $2.29. $6 will take you to $2.32. All right. So this is the trade. Let me just bring this one up. I'm just preparing everything for the team to put all the information out there. So we're going to play this one. I'm long. Listen, I'm bullish. I'm bullish America. I'm bullish the U.S. stock market. Now, rotation is going to hit big time Russell, the Russell 2000. That's IWM September. We're going to go for the weekly. The Friday expiration, that's a weekly expiration. We're going to go for the 232. It's at 38 cents closing on Friday. That thing went up 216%. Open interest is all right. The volume is picking up. The most important, look at the contract high, $2.54 premium. Well, that depends on the bid and the ask, but that's right there. And the ask so far, 36 cents. My suggestion is that you get in at least under 50 cents. I repeat, under 50 cents. Ideally, you want to pay only 40 cents. The strategy for us, and remember this, the strategy for us, just write this down as well. You have to use a buy limit order, okay? Use 50 cents, 40 cents, okay? And ideally, you want to get lower than 40 cents, okay? Ideally. It depends how it opens. Also, tip, I will be look to buy the Monday morning flush, okay? What is the flush? Okay, the flush is that area where you have pressure coming from the pre-market, and the pre-market can be very hot. We had a good Friday. It was sensational. Jerome Powell did what he had to do. Don't blame the man. Just play along. And in the morning where you have a lot of push from the pre-market orders coming strength from Friday to Monday, then you have a little bit of a pullback. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing because it will allow you to go in. So try to set your order, your buy limit order before the market opens. Okay. Now remember, you can do this with $100. You can do this with $500. You can do this with $1,000. But I want everyone to understand that we're going to look professional. It's like we're going to sell limit at 100% of our winning. So if you entry at 40 cents, okay, or 50 cents, where's going to be your exit? You're going to have an exit and place immediately as you get fill a sell limit, let's say for 85 cents, or in this case, sell limit for 110, okay, $1 and 10 cents. And then you exit your position. We're looking to develop this idea where you can see that in the U.S. stock market and in the U.S. options market, you can make 100% of your money. If you pick the correct weekly calls, you can make your money, double your money every week. This sounds like a cuckoo idea, like a wacko. But the more you practice, I understand last week those two trades, one made a lot of money in like half an hour, but the timing also matters. Today, again, I want to set my position that everyone understand. I'm long the U.S. stock market. You should be doing the same considering your risk and investor and trader profile. But the market is trending up. It's trending up. And now there's a big rotation coming back to the Russell 2000. And you want to take advantage of that, all right? So this is the trade. This is the idea. On the description of this video, besides the link to the broadcast, so you get to know more what I do and all the strategies and my entire process, this is the one that you should be paying attention. If this goes well, you can be doubling your money before Wednesday. I repeat, you can double your money before Wednesday. It's only 38 cents. Now, I'm suggesting you go for 100%, right? That's our plan. Go for a 100% move. But the way you do this, let me just take this out. The way you understand how to do this, let me see, I can get this. The way you do this is if you have more money, okay, if you have more money, you take two positions. Let's say you take two positions of $1,000. So you calculate how many contracts you can take for $1,000 each. The first $1,000 worth of contracts, you sell them for 100%, okay? And then you write the next position to, let's say, Wednesday. But at the same time, what you want to do is to be fast, be faster than the market. So what you can do in the next position, if you bought it at 40 cents, for example, let's say, just right here, 40 cents or 50 cents, what you have to do is set your limit order. How you do that? Well, I talk about it on this area. So if you have another tranche, okay, and it's going well, you wait until Thursday, okay, and you exit at 200% your entry. So you set a sell limit once your contracts are filled, and you say, okay, if I bought at 40 cents, then I have a sell limit to sell at 120, 80, 120, I can say 130, okay? Sell limit, if you bought if you get filled at 50 cents, then you want to sell for 150, 180, for example. But that is your second tranche. Only on your tranche number 2. So you need to understand how to build yourself as a professional, because this will help you to reduce risk, reduce anxiety. Let me help you. This structure helps to reduce risk, anxiety. All right, and it's professional. This is how professional really work their positions, okay? So this is the idea. This is what I'm expecting. We're about to break to the upside heavily, respected both times, double support, July, there you go. July 16, now again, August 18, almost a month apart for that double support, right there on the 200 exponential moving average. If you know, or if you want to learn more, basically it's impossible to break. It's really hard to break. So that means that if this were to go to the downside, something really bad was happening in the Russell 2000 structure. It's not taking place. This is bullish, and it's about to 1, 2, 3, 4 for the 5th time challenge the liquidity at 234. We want to be there, and this week we want to go for those weeklies. I repeat, look to make 100% of your money. Look to follow the structure in this video. It's only 38 cents. Prepare yourself. This is potentially everything you can make out of this. 100%, 200% of your money by Thursday. Again, potentially, if all goes well, thanks to Jerome Powell. Hey, man, I tell you guys, don't blame the man. I don't say what I moved what I was looking at. I think this is the one. Don't blame the man. He's just a lawyer trying to make the best of everything he has. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Remember, there is a link in the description. There's a broadcast, so you get to know more about the Profit Flow group. Maybe you like what I say, maybe you don't like it, but definitely at the end of the day, let's just agree to make some money together. Right. Once again, this is Coach JR from the Profit Flow Group. And until then, remember, us.